Guys, so that video was taken in Texas about a week and a half ago, so I'm a little bit leaner than what that video kind of shows right now, but I'm gonna start making more current training videos as of now. But let's get to the topic of the video. So let's talk about my training methodology or my training program for my prep. So I've been training over 10 years, right? Over 10 years, more than 10 years if you think about me working out since I was a kid, working out with my older brothers, stuff like that. But I can say my training program has definitely changed throughout the years, basically depending on what I want to achieve. So when I first started lifting, I wanted to be fucking strong. Basically wanted to be strong to help me in sports. I wanted to be a good football player. I wanted to be powerful, a strong football player. If you guys watch football, one of my heroes as a football player was Walter Payton. Stuff like that. It's a fucking absolute beast. Again, at that time, I didn't know Walter Payton was like 6 feet plus, and I'm currently definitely not ever going to be 6 feet plus unless, I don't know, something happens. I get my knees broken and then fucking enlarged or something, which is a thing that people do. If you don't know, some people who want to get taller, what they do is they'll break their knees and they'll like insert some type of rod or something like that, and your bones will kind of like, your bones do grow, right? So your bones will kind of like grow, but the end result is you being taller but very unathletic and probably looking fucking goofy. I don't know, but on a tangent there, let's get back to the topic of the video. So let's talk about my training program. So currently for this prep, what's been different is my last prep, I did a push-pull legs throughout the whole training program, the whole thing. And I noticed it was tough, especially around the end. It put a lot of strain on my body, especially when you're cutting, when you're at 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out, it's already crunch time. You should already be fucking pretty shredded, right? So when it came down to doing push-pull legs around that time, it definitely was a lot harder. I noticed that I had to, like, I just couldn't train like I used to, and that's going to be a given because the calories are lower, but it definitely felt more of a pain on my, your body itself, right? When you do squats or anything like that, it's going to stress your nervous system, right? Even though you're doing squats, I'm not sure if you guys ever done like a heavy squat sesh, you feel like your whole fucking body's tired, your biceps, everything feels wrecked because your nervous system itself gets put into shock when you're doing so much strenuous work and lifting so heavy, right? So push, pull legs was definitely something that I always did. I found that as it being a good foundation for any person who is starting to lift. Push, pull legs is going to help you hit all the big muscles and develop good, especially as a new lifter, because I can say now hitting legs has become a lot more popular, but back in the day it wasn't. Like, people just had big ass fucking beast tiny upper bodies, and I myself was guilty of that. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of that had to do with injuries, and you know what, that's a good video itself, talking about how to train while injured, things like that. But let's get to the tangent. I'm also gonna just fucking talk. So training program for this prep has been different. The variables I thought about was the way I felt last year to now had to do with the way I felt. So now I'm doing kind of a relatively bro split, but I'll say the demon bro split, a little bit different. So on Mondays is legs, right? I mean legs, usually it's very hamstring dominated, and I'll do a quad dominant leg day too, you know, but I have 2 hamstring dominant days and I do hit quads as well. My hamstrings are lacking, straight up. They're lacking. I have to build them up, and that's been one of the key points of this this prep, trying to build the fucking hammies up. Tuesday, which is today, is fucking back and shoulders. So I used to do chest and shoulders, right? Combined to the kind of muscle groups I utilize within the same movement. When you're bench pressing, you're using shoulders, right? Any chest movement, you're somewhat using shoulders as a secondary movement. So in my head, I thought that would be better for a shoulder day because I'll be able to kind of like pre-exhaust my shoulders before I get to shoulder day, before I get to a shoulder workout, right? But as I prepped last year, I just noticed I couldn't keep up the intensity of the volume. After chest day, my shoulders were fucking fried. I was done. It was just too hard. So now I do back and shoulders. A lot of gains from that, especially with my training. I've definitely had a funner time training. Last time I said, you know what? Put the hoodie on and fucking suffer. Let's see what I can take. And I trained my ass hard, but it was definitely not fun. Like the last month, it was horrible. It's been a lot funner now. So Tuesdays, I'm doing back and shoulders, and I work out. So the timing of my workout, it really depends how I feel. like I said, I'm now in hands, so I definitely can push harder now. It's fucking weird. I had to stop myself because I have to realize that I may be able to push harder, but my body may not be able to take the strenuous fucking activity I'm making it go through. So I'll work out for like 3 hours, right? So something I did tell, I go to a gym twice a day. How does that work? So Monday itself, I just do cardio in the morning, and I do a little bit of a pre-exhaustion, a little bit of like leg movements, just machine work. That's all, because I know later in the day I'm gonna get my compound lifts for legs in, and I'm gonna fucking go ham. Only do legs for like 40 minutes, 20 minutes hamstrings, 20 minutes quads or so, and I'm on the cardio machine for about 90 minutes now. That's my morning workout. Afternoon, I'm hitting legs. So I'm doing high squats now. I can't do squats anymore. That has to do with my injury. I can do them, but I'm so close to competing, I just don't want to fuck with it. It's just not worth it right now. Hack squats, I've been getting better at it and seeing very good quad development. My key movements are hack squats, leg extensions, leg curls, lunges, single leg curls, single leg extensions, stuff like that. Just isolating and some calf raises, right? Very simple, but I do a lot of reps, down set, drop set, stuff like that, and just absolutely destroy my fucking legs. It's all about putting in that intensity, to be honest with you guys. Then on Tuesday, right, so I go in the morning, I'll wake up, cardio, and on that Tuesday, I'm going to do about 30 minutes of legs. Yes, legs. The reason why I do that is because I want to get the blood moving in my quads, because on that Monday, I absolutely fucked up my legs. On that Tuesday, I'm just doing slight pump work, making my legs move and get that blood circulation, help me recover for that Thursday that's going to come, and it's going to be fucking horrendous in the good way. Then again, going back to, I guess I backtracked. On that Tuesday, I am hitting back and shoulders like I just explained, right? Then on Wednesday, I'm going to the gym in the morning. I'm doing touch-ups. There's something that I love doing touch-ups. I really feel like touch-ups have been a very good way for me to kind of keep that muscle stimulated. I need muscle stimulation. That's something that I've noticed when I try to give myself a lot of rest or like proper timing rest or whatever people say is a general consent, because people's bodies are different, right? So for me, on that Wednesday morning, I am going to go about maybe 15 minutes back and 15 minutes shoulders, just pumping them up, getting it circulated. Then I'm gonna go ahead and hit chest and arms. So before that, like I said, I would do chest and shoulders. So now I'm doing chest and arms. I hit chest for about 2 hours or so, 2 hours, hour and a half right now. It's getting close to crunch time, so I'm just going hard as fuck. And I'll go for biceps an hour. Biceps, I just need an hour because I'm just consistently curling and going ham. Then on Thursday, we run that bitch again. We got legs. In the morning, I wake up. I'm doing chest and arms touch up, 30 minutes, 15 minutes each muscle group, cardio 90 minutes. On that Thursday, we got motherfucking legs again. So we're hitting legs like same shit, baby. I have different movements I'm not talking about specifically right now, but I'm just giving you a general kind of summary. So this video's already getting long. So on Friday, run that bitch again. We're going back and shoulders. After the leg day, same thing in the morning, wake up, touch up legs and cardio 90 minutes, banging out back and fucking shoulders hard. Then I'm gonna go on Saturday. Then on Saturday I'm hitting chest and arms, obviously. So I hit basically every muscle group twice a week with clean like touch-ups, which I don't really count too much, but that's just my priority. It may not even work, but mentally it gives me an edge. I feel better about it, and there's something to be said that as long as it makes you feel good, it can give you a placebo effect, and I feel a lot better. Sunday is active rest day. Basically, show up to the gym, touch up, light everything. It's only an hour workout and cardio. An hour workout where I'm literally doing 10 minutes of biceps, 10 minutes of shoulders, maybe even less. Just touching the whole body up. Not even really sweating too much. I'm just getting the body moving from Monday, because Monday is going to be running that bitch again. I may take an actual rest day, which just involves cardio, depending on how beat up my body is. But like I said, I've been feeling great. You know, it's hard to keep me out of the gym right now. Not to say that I look forward to every day being at the gym. Right now, I'm putting a lot of stress on myself, wanting to make sure I can bring the best physique possible. There is injuries that have occurred, like my bicep. I'm not sure if I said it earlier in the video because I've been talking for a long time. My bicep been fucked up since the beginning of prep. I haven't been able to curl too much. My arms are one of my top things, right? So in the next 6 weeks, 7 weeks right now, I am gonna blast arms and try to get them like at least back to what they were before my prep started. Because when prep started, my arms started like, I've been hating them still, but definitely felt like I've atrophied a little bit. because they're not like as big and pumped as I'm used to seeing them, and that could be a mental thing as well. But definitely gonna make sure I'm blasting arms a little bit more again. Gotta get them back up to par. And yeah, that is my fucking training prep routine. So that's the way I'm training for my prep. I've been doing this for about 12 weeks now. Before then, I was training a little bit different in my off season. I was going intense, but definitely not like putting this a lot of volume like I am now, if that makes sense. Now it's like crunch time. All the muscle, I built it. Usually, I really just built my muscle already during the off season, and during my prep, I'm basically just upping the volume, and I am making gains because I'm enhanced now. That's something I'm gonna say because it's just obviously true. I've noticed like my body composition change, and that's something that I know I definitely am happy about because it means I'm a good responder. We will see when I step on stage and compare and contrast the natty me versus enhanced me. I think that would be a great fucking segment just to talk about it, because this is the first cycle. Never run the second cycle. This is my first cycle, and I'm stepping on stage. So it's going to be very interesting to compare and contrast them and break it down to you guys. But yeah, any questions, let me know in the comment section. What do you want me to talk about next? I think next I'm going to talk about training while being injured, how to get around it and how to kind of work around it. The best bodybuilders train while they're still injured, but they're able to get like move around the problem, but still exercise. That makes sense. Like I've hurt my bicep, but I've been able to do preacher curls. I don't know why, but just the way it's angled. The problem is I've had like a pain coming up from here to here. It's fucking weird. But preacher curls, I've been hating them. Again, I mean, sitting down doing preacher curls for like 40 minutes is fucking boring. But that's been the only movement for biceps I've been able to do. And I've been able to do them, but not very aggressively because my arm will eventually start hurting. So I had to like kind of listen to my body, which was one of the hardest fucking things. But especially with my experience and my being a wise man, I've definitely realized that it's definitely better to kind of like chill out a little bit. You know, we already know you can do it. You know, you don't got nothing to prove. Just make sure you want that longevity when it comes to training. Sponsored by Raw Gear. Make sure you use code Flory. Support your boy. Other than that, rice supplements. We got the protein and more protein. I love getting the cinnamon toast. Right, cinnamon toast. I'll get a scoop and a scoop of chocolate cookie blast. So I'm doing 2 fucking scoops. Right. Mix them together. That motherfucker busting. I still haven't made ice cream off of this. I should. Pre-workout, we got the Ring Pop. This baby is super sweet for a candy fanatic like me. I fucking love it. Creatine. Make sure you use code Flory for rice supplements. Again, Raw Gear is my clothing sponsorship. You want to support me, help me make more content. It really goes miles beyond what you think it does for me. But again, I appreciate all love, support you. If you can support me that way, leave a like, comment, tell me what you want to see next. And much love, guys. Demon Clan. Let's make some fucking gains. Demon out. Much love.